Hey guys, Ishan over here and Lippo. So today we are going to talk about Bleach filler arc, probably the best filler arc in Bleach to be honest. Maybe. Let's see. We'll find out by the end of the video. Let's see. Let's see. By the way, that arc is Regai Arc. So let's begin. I recently watched this arc for the first time. When I was like first watching Bleach, I usually using the like filler list and all that shit. I skipped through the filler episodes, most of them, like the one shot filler episodes, like in which they do some film Soul Society festival in which other like captains organize events and all that stuff. Byakuya is doing some drama and stuff. Those one shot fillers are like okay with me. I actually enjoy them. The arcs one are kind of not good, but honestly this arc was not bad. Like the fact that I was able to watch through all of it is actually pretty good. Like first of all, the concept is like really good. Reigai, it's a concept that Kubo introduced in the early parts, so it's already a concept that exists in the story, but it was never expanded upon, so this arc expands upon it to some extent, so that's really cool. So let's talk about the the new character and the main character in a way of this arc. Nezumi. What do I think about her? I mean, she's interesting, she's kind of pretty, she's hot. I like her personality. Like I usually like the girls who are more in anime also. The girls who are more introverted, shy, like have their eyes not like this, and their eyes are usually like this, something like that. But they look pretty while being like this. Yeah. So. By the way, if you are guys are wondering, because I'm doing Reigai video, Lippo is not my Reigai, though he's suited for the video, that's why he's here. But he's like my brother from another mother. But he's not a Reigai. He's not. Okay. So Nezumi, her story arc was okay enough. It was interesting, but I don't know. She was interesting. She was okay. She was not. I was not like falling in love with her or anything. Her character development, once it started happening, it was decent enough for me to not get bored by her to that extent. But the person who got the most character development in this arc, which isn't a lot, but he needed it, is Kon. Kon's character development is somewhat good because he's one of those characters who was introduced in like start of the Bleach in a way, and was never expanded upon in the canon material. Like he's not mentioned in canon and that much, right? Which kind of sucks. I want to. Will we see Kon in Thousand Blood Year War arc? Probably in the starting. Hopefully, at least in the starting, where he talks to Ichigo and all that stuff. I don't know. His character development was somewhat interesting. Like Kon was like the second lead to Nozomi in a way. Like Ichigo is obviously the main character, but in that way, you get in like character-driven story arc way, he was probably the second lead to Nozomi, or maybe a co-lead. I don't know. His character development was decent enough. Like he started taking responsibility and was still he was still a pervert by the end of it, but he was a pervert who took responsibility now, who takes responsibility and has more of a mature heart, I guess. I don't know, but it was decent enough. The thing that I want to talk about is this is like probably the first most like one of the most important things in this video that I want to talk about: the animation. Like the animation, I don't know. Like, I think the studio name, the animation studio for Bleach back then was Patriot, something like that. No, I don't remember the Perio, something like that. I don't know. The animation in canon material is nice, but I don't know. Whenever I don't know, it feels like they put more effort in the animation of filler. So no, that's wrong. But the thing that I want to talk about is The fight of Yamamoto with Shinsui and Ukitake, there were scenes in there in those fights which were like really good animation wise, something that you don't expect from filler. Filler is supposed to be like, okay, we will breeze through it. It doesn't matter that much. Though it's good that they did some effort, because that's more of a reason people can stick to the filler for at least for some good animation moments. And Ichigo's last Getsuga Tensho, his final Getsuga Tensho, not that final Getsuga Tensho. This final Getsuga Tensho, the new final Gets, like, you get the point, okay? The Getsuga Tensho that he uses finally in this arc, against, what was the name of the main villain, or whatever the name was, the main villain. Against him, when his fused final ultimate form, he uses that Getsuga Tensho that literally destroys a pretty good area. That was probably one of the best looking Getsuga Tenshos that I have seen, honestly, to this date. That's one of the points that I really wanted to talk about his Getsuga Tensho, that it looked really interesting. That animation style, the way he did it, the effect, the after effects, they were really interesting and good. So yeah, that. And then we got to see one of the fights that we got to see was Kenpachi versus Kenpachi. Kenpachi was literally one of the only Reigais who was not interested in following orders from the boss, and he was just like, yeah, I just want to fight my original form, I guess. So like their initial fight was actually kind of good, in which Kenpachi, our Kenpachi, the original Kenpachi, kind of lost, and then Yachiru motivated him in a way for him to be like, no, I will protect. So in my opinion, the only reason our Kenpachi won, because Reigai Kenpachi was kind of stronger in a way, I would say, was because Reigai Kenpachi didn't have a Yachiru. The main villain should have had Yachiru with him. Like he should have made a Reigai Yachiru. Why didn't he made that Reigai Yachiru? I don't exactly know. So that's probably the only reason our original Kenpachi won against Reigai Kenpachi, because Yachiru was there to motivate him on all that stuff. That was interesting. Opening and ending songs of like this arc were like really good. Like the opening songs were like, it was good actually. I enjoyed it. I watched it 2-3 times for me, and I usually don't watch opening. I watch it once. If I like it, I will watch it 2-3-4 times, which I did for this one. So opening was nice. We got to see a lot of like fights happening in Soul Society between various lieutenants, captains. Here is one captain, then there's another lieutenant, then captain, then another lieutenant, captain, lieutenant, and all that stuff. That was good. The ending songs of this arc were also interesting. Like I didn't watch through all of them, but whenever I watched it, it was the theme that I noticed was they used to cover the Hueco Mundo arc a lot of times, in which they dedicate one ending song to one Espada. Like I think one of the ending songs that I saw was of Ukiora, in which we got to see the moment he was introduced to the end that he got, in which he is like, oh, I see heart, in which it just vanishes. That was cool. I saw one of Grinja also. Then I saw more of captain ones also, like against Aizen, when all the captains were fighting against Aizen. But those were not cool endings actually. You got to see the whole story of Espadas and the song was also not bad. It was actually decent enough, honestly. So that was also kind of cool. Ichigo's loss of power throughout the arc was also a very good way for an anime person to understand Ichigo's journey a little bit more in a way. Like if you're a manga reader, you go from this fake Karakura and directly to Fullbringer arc, right? So you are like, okay, he got power and he lost power. Okay, that's it. But in this, you kind of get to see his loneliness, his sadness, and you got to see that a little bit in the Fullbringer arc. But not that much. And one more thing I realized while rewatching a little bit of Fullbring Arc, that the first two episodes of Fullbring are mixed canon. Like some material is canon and some is filler, but it was good enough because those episodes in which like Ichigo is in school and has a job and all that, those are mixed canon episodes. So they just show, I don't know if manga has it, but at least anime shows Ichigo's even in the Fullbring Arc, his loneliness and sadness. And obviously the Regai Arc shows that from the beginning to the end, where he loses in the end is all of his powers. That was kind of like sad, honestly. That was actually kind of sad. So it was good for that. One more fight that I want to talk about other than Kenpachi versus Kenpachi is Kisuke versus Kisuke. So in this fight, the only thing that I just wanted to talk about is Kisuke, when the original Kisuke and Regai Kisuke are fighting, the only thing that keeps on happening is pop 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 pop. That, like they are what portable gigas are just, they are just having so many portable gigas. Eventually I think the original Kisuke runs out of them, but that's it. They had portable gigas and they're just pop 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 pop. That was the only interesting thing, I think. One more thing, throughout this whole arc, a lot of captains didn't use their bankai. The captains whose bankais we haven't seen in the canon anime, they were not using their bankai. They were only using like their shikai and all that stuff. So they used their shikai pretty well, actually. It feels like the people who are writing this stuff think about stuff, like they analyze the anime to some extent, in my opinion. Like not balls to the walls kind of type of extent, but they analyze it pretty well, in my opinion. For a filler, it's pretty well analyzed, in my opinion. So that was also kind of interesting. Like Shinsui could have used his bankai against Yamamoto. You don't think he needs his bankai against Yamamoto to at least stay alive? No. Ukitake didn't use it. Unohana didn't use it. No one uses their bankai unless, since they don't have, staff doesn't know what the bankai. They know they have a bankai, but they don't know what it is, so they can't animate it. I wish they could have made a proper reason for some of them not being able to, or all of them not being able to use the bankai. Because if you are a child, one of the things that you don't know what is filler or canon. Because if I was watching this when I was like 10-12 years old on TV or something like that, I wouldn't keep on saying that, oh, he's going to use bankai, he's going to use bankai, he's going to use his bankai, and I would keep on getting disappointed in a way and keep thinking, why isn't he using his bankai? Why is he using his bankai? Why isn't she using her bankai? So that is actually kind of a point that I wanted to talk about also. And then another fight that we got to see, which I don't know will we ever see in anime, and the canon anime is Kenpachi versus Ikkaku. That was a decent enough fight, in my opinion. The only reason it's decent enough is because we all wanted to see, in my opinion, Kenpachi's reaction to Ikkaku's bankai. It was decent enough reaction. I wanted a little bit more of a reaction. Some like, oh yeah, something like that. But he was like, oh yeah. Or maybe a little bit higher than that, but he was not like, oh yeah, something like that. It was not like that. But I would be fine. I'm fine if we never get a scene of them in the canon anime. Like Kenpachi never knows that Ikkaku has a bankai. That is also kind of neat enough, I guess. And we have this technically non-canon scene, but we get an idea. This is somewhat how Kenpachi would react, but he doesn't know, so it's also okay. Then I want to talk about the Vizards. Like by the end of the Fullbringer arc, we know the Vizards, 4 of the Vizards, like Rose, Kensei, Love, and Shinji. Out of 4 of them, 3 of them were promoted to captain. Unfortunately, Love was not given too much love, and he was not recruited as a captain. Sad. Maybe Soul Society is racist. this is how the modern world is. If a black guy doesn't get recruited in a particular station, like trust me, 90 like not 95%, like a good chunk of people, like 60% of them would probably say start accusing the organization for being racist. Maybe guys, let's be honest. Out of the four of them, Shinji was the strongest. Okay, Shue was also decent. Sorry, not Shue. Tensei was also decent enough, I would say. It was between either Rose or Love. Love didn't do that much in the arc. I think Rose did a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. Yamamoto knows better than us, and he's not a racist. Okay. By the way, that thing that I said, that maybe because that was black, maybe because he was not recruited, was because he was black, was just a joke. Okay, don't cancel me, or cancel me, I don't care. God damn it, who am I? What do I will what will I lose actually if I get cancelled? Will I lose subscribers? Oh great, I will lose 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers, I don't know. Wow. Okay. So that was actually kind of neat. Oh, I have a list actually for the things that I wanted to talk about. There's just one more thing left. Yeah. No. We didn't talk about the captain's placement properly. So out of these 4 Vizards, only 3 were selected for the captain. When do you think the placement actually happened? Like the recruitment process actually happened? Because in the Fullbringer arc, they're already captains. So I thought maybe in this arc, according to the anime, you can think of this in a way that during this arc the placement happened, but obviously it's under attack. So I guess the placement happened during the start of the Fullbringer arc, because none of the Vizards were present also for the recruitment to even start happening. So I guess it started in the initial part of the Fullbringer arc. Okay. And one last thing that I want to leave this video on as a question for you in the comments. Yamamoto, full powered Yamamoto versus full powered Shunsui versus full powered Ukitage versus full powered Unohana. Okay? 1 versus 3. Who do you think wins? I don't know. I would think Yamamoto still wins, and I am an anime only guy. And I know a little bit stuff, okay, from the manga, a little bit, not much, maybe a little bit much, but not too much, okay. But I think Yamamoto. If you are a manga reader, if you are an anime reader, give your thoughts by mentioning if you are a manga reader first or an anime reader first, and then say manga reader / something like that. Yamamoto wins, or the trio wins, or something like that. Okay. So that's pretty much it. By the way, I don't think a lot of people talk about this arc that much. Like I was searching on YouTube to like get somewhat of an idea what other people also think about this arc, get some things that I missed off, but no one was actually talking about this arc. Like there's a Zanpakuto Rebellion arc that's someone was talking about. I think his YouTube name is Tommy something. And according to him, I don't know, it's according to his thumbnail, it's like Zanpakuto Rebellion best filler ? I have seen that. It's okay. The concept, again, with just like Reigai, the concept of Zanpakuto arc is also really good, really neat. It's a concept that Kubo originally made. It's a canon concept, and the anime staff expands upon it. That's kind of cool, actually. The filler concept that gets expanded upon is concept wise really good. Execution wise, okay. But in my opinion, Regai arc, because Zanpakuto arc got like tagged along, like it was extended unnecessarily by the end. Once Murumasa, man, I remember the name of the villain of that arc, the arc that I've seen 2-3 months back. I don't remember the name of this arc's villain, whose whole arc I've seen literally 2 days back roughly. So I don't know. I think that Zanpakuto was like extended way too much by the end. Like once Maramusa was defeated, you should have ended the arc, but they extended it for what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes. I don't know, something 7, 8 episodes. This one was good. This one, I think it's probably the best filler Bleach has to this date, in my opinion. Like it's not the best arc. I was only like watching it like on like I was watching it something like this. Wait a second. Imagine this is my phone. So I'm doing some stuff, maybe editing videos, playing a game, or literally doing anything. So there's a small window that I just watch it on a small screen, and while doing that stuff, I watch the arc, filler arc. But if something interesting is happening, I make the screen big and watch it properly, or sometimes I watch it properly in general also. That's how I did it. I just wanted to like finish all of Bleach in a way before the final arc happens. To this date, I have not seen some of the stuff. Like I have not seen the full bound arc in a way, and I've seen a lot of it. I don't want to see all of it. No. I've not seen Zanpakuto Rebellion arcs. Once it got extended to the point. Like I think I need to see like 7, 8 episodes for me to say like I've completely seen it. Maybe I will see it. Maybe I won't see it. I don't think that matters because it got really boring once it started getting extended to the point where it was like obvious, like it doesn't make that much sense. So that's pretty much it. If you like the video, please like. By the way, no one probably would have made it to this point, honestly, of the video. I don't know, probably I was talking for like 15-20 minutes now. I don't think anyone would have stuck around to this point. Comment below if you have you have been watching me to this point here. If you if you have been watching here, please probably like the video to some extent. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, share. Please comment and share. So no, not like you can comment. Please subscribe and share, please, and like also, please. Like it helps the channel. I am like not literally but dying out here. Oh well, it was nice knowing you. In a way, I'll be back. It's not my final video. Obviously, I don't give up that easily. I give up, but not that easily. Bye. So what was the name of the main villain? Oh.